Hey everybody, and welcome back. It's Matt, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the most amazing announcements ever for Shiba Inu. Thankfully, after a very long and arduous previous week here with some very good highs and some very good lows for a lot of coins, it looks like Shiba Inu is finally ready to head on to Coinbase with this announcement today from Coinbase Pro. Let's get right into it. So as you guys can see here on my screen, we are looking directly right now at Coinbase Pro, and it says inbound transfers for SHIB are now available in the regions where trading is supported. Traders cannot place orders and no orders will be filled. Trading will begin on or after 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, on Thursday, September 9th, if liquidity conditions are met. Once sufficient supply of SHIB is on the platform, the USDT order books will launch in 3 phases. If order books do not meet our assessment, we may keep the book in one state or suspend trading as per our trading rules. So here we go, folks. Finally, about time, man. It looks like SHIB has finally made its way to Coinbase Pro, and this is absolutely awesome, man, because Coinbase is, as most of you may know, the biggest trading platform just about in the world. I would say the only thing in which it is competing with directly is Robinhood, but regular Coinbase is absolutely humongous, and I know a ton of people are recently switching over to Coinbase Pro in order to avoid some of those fees. So absolutely fantastic stuff to see, and of course, when we take a look at the price here, it is up 23%, guys, on the day, which is just fantastic. And when we look at this 7-day graph, folks, SHIB crashed hard, very, very hard, and I know a lot of you guys may have noticed this in regards to, obviously watching it head into the 5s, which is just extremely, extremely bad. I know a lot of people were worrying when it was back in this price zone, and it looks like after, a very exciting, enthusiastic surge earlier in the day today, that it has finally made its way back into the 7s, and will continue to hopefully rise here with the addition of Coinbase Pro. So tomorrow at noon, of course, you guys will be able to go on to Coinbase Pro and get started with that, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the main thing in which I wanted to, sort of get into is how SHIB is responding to the overall sort of sentiment in the market, because when we take a look at CoinMarketCap, you guys can see it's been a very rocky week for a lot of cryptos, including Cardano, Ethereum, just some classics that I know a lot of people have been invested in for a long time are having a pretty bad week. And of course, Ethereum, we all knew, was pushing past 4,000, and Solana has come and taken the world by storm as well. So SHIB, in regards to, sort of overall activity for the week, really hasn't had anything overly tragic happen to it because of this incredible daily rise here, up 23.39%. Had this not happened, SHIB would have looked very, very poor, as even in comparison to a lot of other tokens. Again, SHIB dropping into the 5s over the past 7 days here is pretty scary stuff. So ideally, we want to avoid that for the future, and of course, ride this momentum here into Coinbase Pro. Speaking of momentum, if you guys are looking to give your finances a little bit of momentum, folks, check out Webull, link down below in the description, guys. It's probably the easiest $20 you'll ever make. Just click my link down below if you guys want to support me and the channel. I really do appreciate it. Even if you trade on Coinbase or somewhere else, literally, you could sign up for Webull, link down below. You can get up to 4 stocks valued up to $2,300 if you're lucky, so link down below. But all around, guys, when we take a look, of course, at the trading view graph, you guys could see, especially when we pull up the relative strength index, you guys could see this is, definitely at a very low period here when it was in the 5s. Again, you could see it is drastically oversold as it plummets all the way down to a 514 at one point here at the low, which is just absolutely horrific. And thankfully, again, we watch an incredible surge in volume here, even exceeding the RSI for a little bit, with the Coinbase Pro announcement, of course, heading at one point here up to 8.2, which is absolutely mind-blowing considering it was in the 5s just a few hours after or before. So when we go ahead and take a look here at other indicators as well, I would like to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement, in which you guys could see just kind of an overall sort of decline from the high. So I'm going to stretch this out a little bit more so you guys can get a better view of what I'm looking at here. So these are some of the recent candles here, and the idea here is, of course, during this run, we saw an incredible rush up to 8.2. So what this is doing here is basically taking a look at this and analyzing it and saying, okay, here is the peak of the run, here is the bottom of this current run here at 6.5, and it basically predicts a few different levels in which you could probably expect it to sustain itself. Now, obviously, when we look here at the 23.6% line up from the bottom, this 23.6% line here up from the bottom is probably looking like where it is going to stabilize. And of course, the Fibonacci retracement is very, often correct, and you guys can see it is basically bouncing off that line. So as we head, of course, up 23.6% from the low, the bottom of this little run here, you guys can see it is basically stabilizing on that line and bouncing off of it. Of course, we weren't really able to keep, the majority of this momentum just because of how fleeting it was. And of course, that's basically what happens with just about every crypto. Buy the rumors, sell the news. Once Coinbase Pro, tweeted this out, people immediately rushed and bought it up, and then obviously that is going to deflate a little bit over time. So again, you guys could see, that sort of balloon does pop here, heading, a little bit more further down here into the high 6s and very low 7s, which again is fine, man. Now the real goal here is going to see how much this market cap and of course how much this trade volume here is affected with Coinbase Pro tomorrow. Of course, Coinbase really being one of the largest, platforms in the world, this could do an awful lot of good for SHIB. I personally enjoy using Coinbase Pro the most. It is the platform which I trade the most on, so I definitely will be adding to my Shiba Inu bag once it gets on there. And again, same thing, Solana, largely had its rise, of course, just because there's easy access to it. Coinbase being one of the biggest ones, FTX, Binance, Coinbase really is one of the largest players in the game, and we've been waiting so long to see Coinbase actually add Shiba Inu to its platform, to actually see it, in action, and it is just so wonderful to finally look at this and say, okay, Shiba Inu finally is going to have another shot, to sort of reclaim some of that market cap it has lost, to sort of get back into the hopeful top 30 in regards to overall market cap, and that's kind of what we're looking at here. There are a lot of other coins which have, sort of overtaken, where SHIB was, including, VeChain, Polygon Matic, things that, at a different point in time were definitely a lot lower on this list. So our goal is to watch SHIB, of course, rise and hopefully reclaim some of that market cap that it desperately does need to get. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments, of course, if you guys are going to be buying any of this on Coinbase Pro. How do you think this announcement is actually going to go over? Because honestly, I think this is going to be humongous news for the future of SHIB. Obviously, people having more access, to the token, being able to trade it, and of course, if they want to cash out on Ethereum one day and trade it for SHIB on that particular day and try to make some quick gains or whatnot, Coinbase Pro definitely is a great way to do that. Obviously, I know a lot of people don't enjoy using platforms like Gate.io or KuCoin, and let's be honest, they're really not as good as Coinbase Pro when it comes to their charts and when it comes to their functionality. So definitely, in my view, the greatest platform for SHIB to actually, achieve and to get on has finally taken it up. Of course, Robinhood will be the final and sort of the last kind of end game stage for SHIB. So hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.